Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is HowFast. It's a beautiful day out today, Saturday. I've had the kids all spring break, so I'm totally exhausted. So I'm going to take it a little easy today. We're probably just going to knock out that back panel for the rear of the car, and then probably just clean up the shop because it's kind of a mess. But before we do that, I wanted to talk about some of the events that are coming up this spring that hopefully we'll be allowed to attend. Now, as some of you might know, on this channel I like to go to local events, that be car shows or races, whether that's drag racing or circle track or dirt track. There's always interest in a lot of motorsports here, so I have a couple dates that I've put down that I would like to make it out to. That's both at Grand Bend and at St. Thomas. But if you guys have any events that you'd like to see me at or you think I should attend, I would really appreciate it if you'd write to me at howfast10@gmail.com and let me know. And if I can make it, if I'm free that weekend, I'd love to come out and see it, maybe meet some of you guys and talk about your cars or talk about the race, talk about the event. So a couple of events that I have. May 8th, there's the opening day at Grand Bend. That is questionable whether I'll be able to get in there. I'm not a racer, not yet. And it's lockdown number 58 here in Ontario. Questionable whether that one will be available for me to go to, and any events until mid-May by the time, maybe even late May. Next event would be June 18th at St. Thomas. The following event would be July 30th at the Mopar Nationals at Grand Bend, and then the August 13th weekend is Windsor Weekend at Grand Bend, which of course I'm not going to miss. So those are 4 dates that I have kind of put in my calendar tentatively. Sounds like I'm going to try and make it to those. If there's any others, please make sure you reach out to me and let me know. I really want to go out. I'd really love to meet some of you guys, and it would be really cool to go see some other events, because these seem to be the ones that I make it to every year, but I'd like to go see some other ones, so hit me up. Alright, so for today's episode though, like last week, we're building those over fenders, those fender wells here in the back, and now it's time to build this piece here. Once we finish this up, seam sealer, and there's really nothing stopping me from starting to put the body back on here, other than maybe body work. I was talking about this the other day. I don't know if it'd be easier to do the body work for these panels on the car or off the car. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I feel like having them on the car and hung on the car might be nice because they're fiberglass, so they're like flexy, and if I had them on the ground or on the horses, they might be kind of hard to put some weight into and stuff if they're not like held in all the corners. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Ta-da! There it is on. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought. I ended up using a piece of aluminum that I was hoping to save for the sides. So, church, if you're listening, I need another piece of aluminum. If you can find it. So you can see my foot marks up here. I've already stood on this. It can definitely hold my weight. So it's on there. I mean, all that's left to do now is to seam seal it, paint it, and put some body panels back on. And the question comes about painting this thing. Now, I know that, you know, I was thinking, I don't know whether it'd be easier to paint the panels on the car, or to prep the panels on the car, or to take them off. They're fiberglass, so they're kind of weak, especially the front fenders. They're like gonna need some repair, actually. So one of the front fenders is kind of torn, so I'm gonna have to do some fiberglass work on the back of that. So that's a whole task in itself. But you know, I'll get this thing prepped, get it painted, and I have a friend of mine named Ryan Lewis. He's got a company called Lucid Effects, and he does vinyl wraps on everything. And he is a 3M preferred vinyl wrapper. I don't know if there's a term for that, but he's a pro. And he said that he's going to help us out, and he's going to help us put the McCullough tartan on the back here of Dodgey. And I couldn't be more excited about that. So in the upcoming weeks, we'll start pulling panels off or putting panels on, and then working on them and getting them cleaned up so we can put black, because we're going to have to do black from basically here forward. And then this will just have to be prepped for just be nice and clean and like primered, I guess, something like that, so that Ryan can actually put the vinyl on it. It's coming together, guys, piece by piece. Couldn't help myself. I put the other fender on. Sneak peek, sneak peek. So I'm gonna get cleaning up. This place is kind of a mess. It's kind of been bugging me in the last couple days, so I'm just gonna set up the camera and do a quick 15-20 minute cleanup in here. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Bit of a shorter one, but you know, it's a beautiful day out. I got a couple more days in the weekend to spend with the kids, so I'm going to do that. Hope you don't mind. But let's get down to how fast trivia. So last week's question, I think it was a bit of a given. I gave it to some of you guys who are my friends and family down in Windsor. You guys obviously got this one. The question was, which was the first American city to feature traffic lights? Your options were A, New York, B, Detroit, C, Los Angeles, or D, Philadelphia. The correct answer was B, Detroit. And if you didn't know the answer, if you thought about it, Detroit is actually known as the Motor City. Lots of cars produced there. Probably one of the first cities in America to become inundated with traffic and requiring traffic lights. So if you answered B, congratulations, guys. There's quite a few of you who got it. This week's How Fast Trivia question is, which car manufacturer uses the slogan above and beyond? Is it A, Land Rover, B, Mercedes-Benz, C, Toyota, or D? I look forward to hearing your guys' answers. I can't wait to hear your comments. If you have any questions, you want to get in touch with me, you can get me at howfast10@gmail.com. I'll catch up with you guys next time. Find out how fast we can make these cars go.